Try to catch up with my, try to catch up with my, try to catch up with my, catch up with my. The shorty was a good sign, despite of everything I saw. It's slowing down time, changing all the laws. Try to catch it with my hands, so that I can take it home. Hoping I can keep it when I'm there, when you go. Try to catch it with my, catch it with my, try to catch it with my. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow, they'll fall into the ground, dance around circles, and I catch them with my mouth. It softens all the noises, it softens all the things. Everything is wild. So I catch you with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away. Try to catch it with my, so I catch you with my hand, try to hold and make it stay. In the end it melts away.
Everyone, thanks for joining me. I am live. Lots to talk about. We got to talk about Melissa Cook. It seems Foodie Beauty didn't block him also, although she said she did. It seems that Foodie is still messaging him, even though she says she is not. So many things to talk about. Also, the video of him getting head. I didn't know about this. I just found out about this morning. And honestly, I'm not surprised. This isn't the first time that, the first incident was pecan pie. Then I believe the second one was in the kitchen, and she kept on staring at his member. And I will believe this is the third incident that is happening. So we got a lot to talk about. Quixie, hey there, Nesquik Milk, KP Easter, Old Darling. Good morning, Rose, Christy Clark, Kelly Wade, Lynn Smith, One Small Moose, Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust, Dawn's Hugbox, Grateful Life, Magulator, Trainwreck Lover, Shelly Ray, Christy Claw, Starburst 55, V, Patricia D, Cat Puccino, Elizu Pandu, There, Baby, Diane again runs in circles, Jarella, Janet Parrott, Magulator Natsuki, Emma K, and One Small Moose. Welcome to the show. So I don't even know where to start with this whole situation. If you've seen on Twitter, you've pretty much seen it, what was happening, especially when he took his underwear off. It's like, wow, okay. Why would you do that? But it's Nader El Shami, of course. Hey, the mastermind. Welcome, Just Curious, MJ, Edna, Champs and Chocolate. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Holy moly. Hi there. So, I don't know. We can talk about what is YouTube gonna do about this. Can they do something about this? I guess they can, but will they? I don't know. There's a lot they can do something about. They just haven't been doing it. Hey, Dwight Cookie, welcome. How are you doing? And I'm here. I'm gonna be here until the end to see if something happens. Hopefully, it does sooner than later. You just got off Twitter, Janine. Hi there, Kara. Chicken Pickle did a video this morning. So funny. Yeah, a lot of people were doing videos this morning that I saw. Cause the late night shenanigans is sometimes too much for me. I gotta sleep. I gotta do a lot of things. Right, exactly, Mons. Thanks for the thumbs up. Smash that like button, everybody. Don't forget Ray Ray's GoFundMe. And what else? What else? What else? Errato, hi there. Kelly Wade. Was he getting a handy? Huh. Yeah. He was, wasn't he? Maybe he got a lot more after. I don't know. Hey, Charlotte. Right seasons. Like I said, this isn't the first time. The first ever was the pecan pie incident at the trap when they were watching the TV. And then we heard some sounds. The second one that I know of was in the kitchen when she kept on staring at his junk. Yeah, he was. Thank you, Rose Thorn. Hey, Life of Lindsay. The title of this video is nuts. Oh, yeah, it is. But, I got to title it. Hey, Martha. Good morning, Martha. All right. So if you want to join the panel, join the panel. We can talk about a lot of things. It gets more weird every day. It does. Is he testing the boundaries of what he cannot or cannot do? Or is he just not caring about anything? Because I thought some consequences would come by now, but YouTube hasn't done anything. But then again, I don't believe all of the strikes have been resolved because some people had to put it in 3, 4, even 5 times. I am well aware of that. So my strikes fell off a couple days ago, all of them, and all my videos are restored. All right, so I got Dwight Cookie here. Dwight Cookie, I see you. Turn your camera off and we'll put you on. Martha, studies going well indeed. Hey, Dwight.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good. I'm kind of grossed out in the worst way.
Yeah, but it's not his first time, so.
Yeah, but it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that. Like, I can't. The real reason I wanted to come up is like, what compels someone to do something like that? Like, I know there's a whole thing about wanting to have sex in public place and that, getting caught and all that, but this is like next level.
Yeah, it is.
I don't, I don't get it. What do they get from it?
All right, I guess CBBW Veronica. I don't know. Maybe they like the voyeurism. Maybe that is part of their kink. They like having other people watch them, either willingly or unwillingly participate in
Isn't
some
it some
behavior.
kind of, isn't that a crime though?
Yeah,
Technically,
because you
It's
didn't
a
consent
criminal
to it.
act.
You
Yeah,
did
it's a
not
criminal
consent
act.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah, because we didn't consent. He showed his junk. Minors could have seen that, regardless of the age restriction. And
very
it's in
true.
public.
Yes,
It's the second biggest website in the world. Like,
second biggest search engine. Yeah.
so that's just that's nuts.
Yeah, Veronica.
just-
So, did you watch
hey,
it, Veronica, or did you see it?
well,
What
I
happened?
saw it on
Yeah.
Twitter. I didn't see I didn't see any stills or anything. I just saw the video of her giving him pulling the shorts down, and
Ugh.
yeah. I think he just gets really high and wants to do his thing. He likes to push boundaries on all levels. That's like his thing, right? And he's just gross. Like, he's just super gross.
So
And
gross.
I couldn't watching her like laying there on him, I just no. That was 49 seconds that I can never get back.
You watched it for 49 seconds?
I did.
Oh.
The whole clip was 49 seconds. I just
No.
I'm like, yeah. I
No.
feel dirty.
I do. I feel so unclean. I feel icky. It's gross. It's so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
But why didn't he delete it? Why did he private it and not delete it?
So you can watch it back again?
I don't know, maybe to cut it out, because he has been removing and editing a lot of videos within the whole Strike Mageddon thing that they've been doing. So I have no idea, but who knows? Maybe he'll be back up and act like nothing happened.
Do you think that perhaps it's a way to get Foodie to react to him and go off her rocker when she sees it and finds out about it?
Probably,
Yeah.
because he's been taunting her lately and he's been getting the reaction that he wants to get repeatedly. So that's another thing.
She's either going to melt down or just go nuts.
Yeah. Hey, Rose, is that you in the back? All right. Kathy Ann says every time he gets away with something, it only emboldens him more and more. YouTube, wake the F up. True. Dorial, hi there. Welcome. So yeah, well, I sometimes I wish there were consequences, but you know, it's like what there's so many complaints, but nothing's happening. Natural Ginger, I see you. I'm gonna add you right now. Welcome, Natural Ginger. How are you doing?
Hi, Ginger.
Hi.
Hello. So it's true, is it? Did it really happen? This Nader
Yes.
The
thing?
handy. Yeah.
Hey there,
You
Rose.
didn't go watch it?
No.
You don't need to, honey. It happened. It really.
No,
so do it to
I've
yourself.
just been I've been watching all the Queenie stuff today, and so I just switched it on, and I was like, oh my god. So it's true. It really is true. Oh my god.
Isn't that a juxtaposition of the world at the moment? One minute we've got a royal crowning and we've got a royal funeral, and then we've got a crackhead getting a hand job by his landlord / mother girlfriend on the internet.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Hi there, Rose.
That's our world. That's the world we live in.
Isn't that the truth? Oh.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Rose.
Hello.
Rose, I have questions.
Yes, ma'am.
The voyeurism aspect of this, I want to know, what is their payoff for doing this other than trying to rile Foodie up?
I think they actually get off on it, honestly. They get off on the exhibitionism, both Nader and Foodie. That's part of their kink, I guess. But you know what? There's a time and a place for everything, and YouTube is not the place for what they want to do. There are sites for that if you want to get your groove on that way. What happened last night was very inappropriate. The terms of service say that. You want to do that kind of stuff, there's all kinds of sites and websites. Get your groove on there, go to OnlyFans. You don't need to do it on YouTube. And here's something for all of you on the panel, for the audience, for Monty, something I just found out this morning. So there is a person, CJ Jones, that works for Rolling Stone. And for anybody who doesn't know Rolling Stone, that's a very popular magazine.
Mhm.
They did an article on YouTube about all the bad things that YouTube is letting happen. And so that person, somebody on Twitter tweeted that out, and I found out their email, tweeted that out. So if anybody wants to let CJ know about what's going on with Nader and Chantal, I'm sure they'd be very interested.
Okay, so maybe they could do like a follow-up or something, follow-up article.
Yep.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
Yep.
All right, if you can send me the link to that, that'll be great. Hey
Okay.
there, Kelly L. Hey, everybody.
Life of Lindsay said, could that have been an intro to them sending people to OF? Didn't he recently post on there?
That's what I heard. He posted like a couple days ago. I have no idea because there's so much that he does, so much people streaming. Once
Nader
again,
on OF. Nader
Yeah.
on O. Oh my God. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
mm-hmm. Well, hey, Perfectly Imperfect, I see you. I'm gonna add you now. So, hey, PLBC, welcome to the chat.
Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hi. So
Hey,
what have you been talking about?
Nader getting the handy, and that's a bit.
Insane. No, and he's still on, and you know, I don't know. I know Repzion saw it, and he
Oh, he did.
yeah, he did, and he tweeted. He's like, "What did I just see?" And he said he's going to put it in his video. You know, so hopefully it'll get attention. You know, people start seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't understand how YouTube says, well, he deleted it. He did it, and now it's out there. Like, I don't get, and he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, they totally knew what they were doing. It's not like it was an accident, you know, like, oops, my hand accidentally was moving up and down on, yeah, no.
Well, when it's that small, it might have been an accident.
Right.
Oh.
Oh.
I think it was it Kia the ghost? She was like, this is what these two women are fighting over? I was dying.
You know what's going on? The fact that Nader has learned from Chantal, you know, because she'll do things on her channel, and she knows that if she dirty deletes that, she gets rid of the evidence, and YouTube is going to throw up their hands and say, well, we can't find it, so we can't do anything about it. He learned that from Chantal, that he can do things on his channel that are offensive, that are against TOS, and as long as he dirty deletes or privates, YouTube is going to throw up their hands and say, well, we don't see it publicly, so it's not a problem. YouTube's system is completely flawed. There's a lot of bots involved, not enough human review, and those people like Chantal and Nader that know that if they private their streams or delete their streams, there's going to be no repercussions for their actions. None at all.
No, you're right. You said it all. He did learn it from Foodie because she does it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I still think they're all still working together. Whether or not they're making it out like she's a stalker, I think that might be part of the whole script. I just have such a hard time believing any of this is not contrived. All of it.
But Foodie was acting like a stalker 3 weeks into it, so I do actually think that is her nature to be
3 weeks. It was a
obsessed.
week. It was a week.
Well,
though.
I
It was
take it
a
from
week,
the B&E.
yeah.
That was my first real obsessive act, is when she drove to his house and was looking in windows. That's where it was like, nah, she's nutty.
Yeah,
She's full buddy boiler. 3 weeks in, she's trying to see into his house when he's gone out because he's not answering the phone. That's nuts. I think she's an obsessive. I really think she has a problem with attachments.
which is why I don't believe there's any other men that really exist. Because, you know, I was rewatching the stream where she met Nader, and the way she talked about him and the details she went into with their sexual positions, she's never done that with anybody else. And I just can't imagine if she, you know what I mean? Like, she just would be doing that.
Oh no, none of the other guys are real except the one that got paid.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm sorry. I've got to go. My mother needs me right now. So I'll just
right,
say
take care.
hello and goodbye really quickly. Bye-bye, darlings.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, hope so as well.
Mm.
As Foodie reacted to it, I don't even know what time of night that all happened. Can somebody tell me? Because I'm lost right now. I just saw the clips.
It was in the middle of the night, I think. So I'm sure she's seen it. I'm sure everybody has texted her or messaged her about it. If she wasn't up watching him, because we know she doesn't sleep. And, you know, she does watch him.
Oh, she's probably been too busy cleaning and packing for the big move.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting organised.
To the house that isn't signed for.
Yeah, she got a house
Or
in
paid
24
for.
hours. 24 hours to get a house.
Yep.
For sure. Yep, that happens.
I have questions for Nader. So he's over there saying that Foodie is contacting him again. He's acting like he doesn't want her to contact him. I saw screenshots on Twitter on the number of times that she messaged him and she was trying to call him. My question for Nader is that if you don't want this woman calling you, if you don't want her contacting you in any way, why aren't you blocking her? Why are you allowing all that number of phone calls and messages in the first place? Unless you want her to contact you, if you're doing it for attention or to get money out of her, you're still allowing her to contact you. And the way it looks to everybody is that this whole thing on YouTube, it's just stuff to get views. It's stuff to make money. This supposed hatred between all three of you, it really doesn't exist off camera, because you're allowing her to contact you. You can't sit there and claim she's obsessive, she's a stalker. At the same time, you're showing your phone and you're showing messages and you're showing missed phone calls. Why are you allowing this to occur if you don't want this woman to contact you?
That's what I'm saying.
And
I think it's scripted, and like partially at least. Like when she goes to Montreal, she's going to see him. She's trying to see him.
She probably does. She probably drives past his place. But no, and what you said, Rose, is exactly what Foodie says herself. Because she says, well, if he didn't want me to message him, he'd block me, and he's not blocking me. So yeah, Nader knows what he's doing. Nader is just as bad as Foodie. And Foodie is just as they're all three of them are a giant mess. They all deserve each other at this point.
It's part of the game. It's part of his game. He drops her in it. She rages. There's bounce back between the channels. He's playing a game, and at the moment, he's winning. Foodie's coming off looking a fool, as usual.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, and he's
Hey,
just
Frida.
Hello, Farida.
I have a question just because I just came in. That video with the Nader showing the little goodies that he has, because he privated that video, does that mean you don't get in trouble still? I mean, just because it's not, shown.
No, you can still get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. So he didn't take it down. He just did privated that.
Well, I don't think anybody knows, but I think as long as you have the URL, then YouTube can access it, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure people grab the URL, I would imagine, if you were watching it, I mean, I hope.
Does
Well, if
privating it?
not, look at your
sorry.
history. Look at your history of your browser. You can easily get it from there. But go ahead, Dwight Cookie.
The question: does the privating of the video retain the views of that video, so you still
Yes.
get paid for that? So that's probably
Um,
why he's done that.
Even if you delete the video, people have seen the ads already, so you
Oh,
you're
same thing then.
not on get paid for people seeing the ads.
Did he
So
do that on purpose? I was wondering. I don't know. Was that just do we think? I mean, because it's not like I want to see or anything. Ugh,
Oh
but
no, he did it on purpose because
Oh yeah,
when he did
it was.
Yeah, when he did it, he was like smiling because Dee Dee wasn't paying attention. She was reading the chat, and he was looking at her with this evil grin. And
Yeah.
then she turned and looked at him, and she goes, "Nader, Nader, what are you doing, Nader? You're a bad boy." And then she went on him. She laid against his chest and pretended to sleep, but like Eerie Pepperoni put it, you see her hand moving, like she was, on stream.
Yeah.
That is so disgusting. I mean, they really have it. What pisses me off is how much they keep pushing the limit and pushing, and because they know, like, we haven't gotten in trouble. We're here to stay, so they're just like, in that case, they're just trying to push the boundaries, push the limit, just keep trying to see what they get away with. And it's just ridiculous that Twitter, YouTube hasn't done anything yet.
Let's just keep an eye out for her sitting on his lap. Let's just keep an eye out for that, eh? That'll be the next
OMG,
thing.
really?
Yes, I think
Wow,
that'll be the next
okay.
move. Don't you? Well,
You just gave him an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, like they have not already thought of that. Like they have not already thought about that. Seriously.
Somebody said in the chat he grabbed her hand and put it there. Oh God, it's disgusting.
Well, from what I saw on Twitter, can we demote Nader from green peen to green pen? Because it didn't look like she was holding it.
It did not. There was nothing there.
Green bean more than green peen.
There was nothing there. And that if he whipped it out and put it, that he was, he was like saluting as fully as he could. And it still was small. Like, what the heck? This is what they're fighting over? I can't.
Yes, these women, I don't get it. I don't. That's the only thing you can find out there, really? This raw chicken cooking green pen, like you're saying. It's vile. I actually wanted, I don't know, is it okay if I just really quick say something, Monty, about the Tina thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That I just want to say, because it just really made me so angry. Tina, you are a racist, because the fact that you have the audacity to tell somebody that's biracial, you're biracial, you're not black. Who the hell gave you that authority to say that? First of all. Second of all, enough with you saying these men preying on women as if we're like these little helpless women that, oh my God, I didn't know what he was doing. Where do you come off saying that? And you don't even know the whole Tiny Dancer story, that you right away just make up your mind to say, oh, well, what did he do? But just her statements are so ignorant. It just gets me so mad. And then, like I had said before, if you went to the Madden community, Tina, and you had some guy there that said, oh, you don't belong here, why do you have a channel here, you go back to girl world, you would have an uproar, you would cause an uproar. So I don't understand. That is sexist in itself, what you're saying. And then it's like she's such a hypocrite, because she says, I'm not putting him with other men or something, like, I don't know how she said, but then she follows by, putting Monty with other men. I don't know that sentence she
said, oh, she wasn't grouping me.
Thank you. I'm not grouping him with
then she
other men,
proceeds to
but
use the word grouping with
It's
me and
just
other
it's
men.
ridiculous. It's so ignorant. It's so uneducated. The statements that she makes, but that biracial statement where she said, "Oh, you're not black." Who the hell, girl? Look at you. Look at who you are. You don't, look down the line, your lineage of your tree. What do you think that you are? I mean, it's just ridiculous to me. You can't say that to somebody that's biracial. Anyways, I just had to say my 2 cents because that just made me angry. Her stupid video.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. She was also talking about cauliflower in a negative way with her big smirk on her face in her latest video, where she posted that latest video. When was it? Today is Wednesday, right? So she posted her video on Monday. A hit dog will holla, talks about cauliflower in a negative light, and then the next day goes on cauliflower's panel. I'm like, the hypocrisy in all of that.
But Monty, like I'm not biracial, but imagine telling a child. I could only imagine. I've heard before from friends that are biracial. You know how they sometimes they don't know what they're what to identify with because they get rejected by, oh, you're not white enough, oh, you're not black enough. Sometimes they go through that. At least my friend did. So it's already difficult for them enough to have to deal with that. And then, for somebody to come and say that to them, oh, well, you're not black because you're biracial. That's just absolutely just vile, just to say that to somebody. That's just ridiculous. It's uneducated and it's ignorant and it's racist.
Doesn't that mean you're both? Like you're literally
Exactly.
both.
It does. She needs to go read a book, but
Well, actually, if you want to look at the historical context, if you're biracial, you're actually considered black. When you look, at least in America, you were considered, no matter how much.
It's the one drop rule, right, or something like that.
So historically, though, look, I know I have had friends that are biracial, and they've told me they get it on both sides, and it's just sad. It's really sad that you would do that to somebody. It really is. No matter if you're white or black,
And she was literally sitting there spouting about gatekeeping, and then she was gatekeeping herself.
Well, I think she's starting a YouTube channel. She wants to. This is her way. Unfortunately, she sees Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty always says, "Oh, nobody will watch you. They watch me," because you're a freaking disaster. You're a freak at the freak show. And I know that's mean, but I'm gonna say it. This is what, and I think this Tina woman is seeing that, and she sees, I'm gonna get a lot of views. I'm gonna get looked at and watched because I'm saying these things. And she doesn't care because it's getting her what she wants. That's my opinion.
Controversy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for it's for the popularity, to get those views up and to get the subscribers, because people want to know what's she going to say next. Because
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, because we were talking about her. It's just that when you're a child, like I said, I can't speak to. I can only imagine, obviously. So just for somebody to tell you, oh no, you're not black, or you're not, who are you to be deciding? And like you said, who was saying that biracial, that means you're both. Like, what are you talking about? That's just ridiculous.
It's like saying you don't speak a language because you speak two.
Yeah, exactly.
You're bilingual. You speak both languages. You are both.
Yeah, she's just, like I said, it's ignorance. And then I don't know why this attack. It's like a popular hashtag. Let's attack Monty. And then just the way they portray that women, he's preying on women, or like we don't know how to handle ourselves, or and then she, if you don't know the full story about the tiny dancer, for instance, keep your mouth shut. If you have all the details, maybe you could then speak up, but you don't know the full details. So why are you chiming in?
I just really need Monty to explain to me how he is both an incel and someone who's taking advantage of all the women and getting all this booty.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible?
I'm waiting for my DM, Monty. You have not DM'd me and tried to crack on to me. I feel so left out.
It just makes me laugh because they can't decide. They can't decide if you can't get no women at all or if you're getting them all.
Yeah.
look, they can't understand. Monty is a good guy. You know, he promotes other channels. He lets people come on and say things, and they can't understand that level of, so they think there's something going on. And you know what? That says more about them than anybody else, in my opinion.
Why can't we all just be people that get along? Why does it have to be chicks on a man's panel? We're all adults on a panel together. Gender is irrelevant.
It's sexism. It's always like that. When it's a group of women, there's always has to be something. Like I said, they don't look at women as strong, smart, intelligent. It's always look at, like, you know, how they always portray people that come on the panel. Oh, look at these women that have problems with their boyfriends, or, you know, I've read some of the comments before. I think it was on Kiwi Farms or whatever, but it's never the women having an opinion, speaking their mind. It has to be something wrong with women, of course. If it's the other way around, it's always different. So
Okay, so I can't say it. Flor de Mapolita says, Monty, you're a pimp cell. Now, Monty, if you don't make pimp cups that say pimp cell on it, you are missing the opportunity of a lifetime.
Maybe I did miss that. I'm sure there were lots of pimp cocks back in the age of Little John when he would be screaming, yeah.
See, you need one that says pimp cell, because, you know, that's...
For sure.
Sorry, I just think that's cute.
Yeah. Hey, Becca. But yeah, it's just another day on the internet is all it is. So we're just gotta take it one day at a time. We'll see what happens. We'll see. The other thing that gets me is, like, she said that she was on my panel. I believe it was twice. It could be 3 times, but I believe it was twice. Then she follows up with she was never on any panels. But you said before you were on my panel, and that's true. Like, she's very back and forth. Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah, but then she said after that she doesn't go on panels. But she does go on panels, because then after that, the next day she was on another panel.
I mean, I did my response video to hers because I was like, what? This is just a bit cringe. And then I watched the second one. I'm like, okay, she's just a Fruit Loop, so I'm not even going to bother. She's fruity. She's a Fruity Loopy. That's just it. That's my hot take. She's Fruit Loop.
Did you guys see the just on another note, the because it's also, you know, derogatory against women, but the Yo Mama, I think Chicken Pickle was the one that was just kind of on her community post. She put on the you know, the guy from the I don't know if he's also from the Madden. I know he has beef with Ryan. Yeah. So
yeah, he is from
it was funny in the beginning, like how his laugh made me laugh, right? But then it's like constant, these fat bees, these fat, like, oh, you know, if you want to get a fat bee, put a burrito in your pocket. Like, I didn't know it was that hard to land a fat bee. And then he's posting that, you know, just Breezy and Jessica. I mean, Jessica really took it in humor, and she's, you know, not really, but it's still, I just thought, dude, you did not have to say that. Like, and plus it's not women eating in their cars, because he saw the Jessica video of her in a restaurant, and he was just, you know, he just thought that's what girl world is, just women eating in their car. Well, we know Chantel eats in her car, but that's a different story.
Yeah, I felt really bad for Breezy, because she didn't deserve that. I have mixed feelings about Jessica Messica, because she is, you know, adding fuel to the fire. The other thing, be prepared for a Yo Mama follow-up, because if you look at Yo Mama's channel, that is his most viewed stream/video.
Oh, really?
Let me check. Within the past year, still checking. It now has 7.7K views. Anything else doesn't come close.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's captured 2 audience bases, his own and now the girl world. So he's doubled down. So
I guess he's had beef with Ryan before, as maybe you guys already saw the, you know, because of something about screenshotting into, you know, but it's like, but just the, and the funny thing is he's married and he has kids. I always say, well, you have, you know, I'm sure maybe there's a daughter or whatever, but your wife herself, how, you know, how does that, how would you feel somebody saying that about your wife or about your daughter? It's just, you know, same thing. I had mixed feeling. It was like funny, but then he's had to start attacking the women at, you know, insulting them. And I just didn't like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's, I mean, it's, 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 it's,
Yeah, but but the problem is that it's Brian doing stupid things. It's not the community that he's gone into that needed attacking. It was Ryan's terrible behavior. So that just showed that Yo Mama's character as well. He's a bit of a pig as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ryan seems to be unpopular wherever he goes.
Yeah, and he I think he did for Mo Translate after she did that latest video saying that he's also Louise. She had that privacy thing against her, that particular video. So like she said, if you're not Louise, why do you have a problem with why is that a private matter, privacy issue? Because if you're not Louise, which is true, right? Like, why would you go after my video if you're not Louise?
Yeah, he sent in a privacy complaint, I guess.
Yeah. So she's saying, which is so true. If you're not saying, as you know, because her video, she said that he's Louise, she believes. Well, then if you're not, why do you need a privacy complaint?
It's got nothing to do with you if you're not Louise.
Exactly. So that's a really good point as well.
You can't dox someone if it's not your identity.
Yeah, I just it's just funny how Nader, which I like how Eerie Pepperoni did the voice. I don't know if you guys heard both voices. The one that claimed to be Christina, the Latina, comparing her with that mod, the Angel Horn or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Because anybody, you could put anybody on there. It's not like they showed anything and say, okay, yeah, I'm Christina the Latina.
I thought the Christina Latina was Albanian. I thought she would have an accent.
Yeah, yeah.
No, if they wanted to prove it, they would have done a video call and showed her on video.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was so simple. Just even a couple seconds, garlic bread on the left or the right, Christina on the other side. They're just waving, and that's it. And then it would be done, over with. They're different people. But yeah, there's just way too much to this. I don't know when garlic bread's gonna be back. His sub count is still dropping. But his channel is still there. Well, both of his channels are still there. I haven't even checked his Madden channel.
I checked this morning. I mean, it's still, the comments are still. I really think he's deleting. I have a feeling, because I thought there was a comment about somebody telling them, oh, look at his other channel. Like because not everybody caught wind of it. I don't see that comment there anymore. Maybe I didn't look well enough, but I really think people would have already went on there and started to post things under the latest, because he has a community post saying, I think he knew something was going to happen because he was getting exposed. He knew they're going to catch wind of it. So he put that post on the Madden site, that, the Ryan Moody 21, saying, oh, something's going on. And I never, he's really good. He thinks he's smart because of the way he articulates himself, but it's like, you're not smart enough. So, that community post, it's kind of like, oh, I need to take time off and take care of myself. Like, he's making it out like something's going on, with him, and everybody's backing him up. But I think he is deleting comments that are like telling people, hey, look what's going on. But now that Yo Mama did the video, it's already out cat's out the bag.
For sure. Okay. That comment's gone.
What? Yeah, I saw that too.
What's wrong with people?
Yeah, have you heard the nasty stuff they're putting on Jen's obituary, like the website? It's like really repulsive. Like even putting up pictures of her face on like mammals that are large. I don't want to even say it's. I'm like, the person has passed away. Why would you do that?
That is so disgusting. Honestly, people are sick. She's, let her rest in peace. Leave her alone.
Can we talk about Jessica Messica? What is her game with the whole Jen video? What was the whole play with that? That was just so disrespectful. Her reacting and watching
the pizza video or whatever.
Yes.
That was weird. And then Dee Dee went in her. I didn't see her videos because of Chicken Pickles recap of the. I guess Dee Dee went in there. I mean, Dee Dee has some, balls to go in there to
a big old handful of them, apparently.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know,
Yeah,
that was
there's so much to this. Yeah, I did see that where in real time, I believe, where yes, Didi Lulu was in there talking and whatnot. But what's even terrible now, it seems just live streaming and then maybe giving a few hours break isn't a thing anymore. It's just like back to back live streaming is the thing to do now.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing Nader is doing it. He'll stop a live stream, then he'll start another one.
Yeah.
Then
And
they'll
then
go on
Foodie will
for an
come
hour,
on.
2 or 3. Yeah. And then he'll
That's
stop it, then he'll start another one.
That's the IRL thing that she keeps talking about.
Mm.
You know, that's the on Twitch and stuff where they go like all day, 24 hours with cam, you know, strapped to their backs, and that's what she wants to do, and that's what he's doing. Like that's why I said they're following the same business models. So, you know, that's why I keep saying they're working together, but it's like they're doing the same things. She's on all the time. Well, she hasn't been on as much, but that's probably because of other substances and stuff. But yeah, it's the IRL thing.
Enough side characters now that Foodie Beauty could drop off and we'd still have enough content to keep going. There's so much happening outside of Chantal. Like she's not the nexus anymore. She's just a offshoot. She's like the main show, and now we've got all the spin-offs.
Yeah, but you know she's gonna want to insert. She's gonna want to, you know, she wants something involved, to be involved in that.
I predict a Fupa Flash. No, I do. I think she's got to one-up him in some way. You know what I mean?
Anything she has not done? Is it really? Is there anything she has?
Well, if you'll know when she does a cleaning stream. When she does a cleaning stream is when she'll do the Fupa Flash.
Yeah, a naked cartwheel.
Oh yeah, you're right. When she like was cleaning and then
she always does it.
Something.
Yeah, she always does it when she's doing a cleaning stream. That's her thing.
She's not gonna clean though. I'm telling you, she's gonna pack a few things and she's gonna leave everything there. She doesn't care.
Oh yeah, I mean, they charge you. I know. Well, when I, you know, like previously when I moved, it obviously they charge you, like they say, okay, if you don't clean, you know, basic, I mean, obviously common sense, certain things you can't, like, you know, like the walls or whatever, but they'll charge you like a certain amount, and she doesn't care. You know, she's not like she's gonna care. Plus, it's not even her credit.
Pay the cleaning fee. She'll just pay the cleaning fee or whatever for them to get rid of all her garbage. She won't care. She won't clean. She's going to frantically pack 2 days before she has to move, if she moves at all. That's what she'll do.
And now it's November 1st, or when is her move-in date, supposedly? When's the move-in date to that new place?
No,
she
it's
said November 1st.
Okay, so she's probably like, oh, I have a lot of time.
Yeah, well, she better be moved out October 31st, else she can get a lot of fines or fees, or maybe somebody's moving in early in the morning on the 1st and she's still in there. Might be a shit show with that, so she better be out the last day of October.
Yeah, she's not gonna clean anything.
No.
Plus, is it just in his name, Pete's his name? Or is she
just
on
Pete's his name? She's not on the lease.
But she was stressing out about like changing the utilities over. I mean, that's what, 6 phone calls.
Oh my God!
Like you literally just ring them. I'm moving. This is the address. Change
she can't do anything.
Bye.
That's what I was saying before. She's always like, oh, it's so hard to adult, like simple tasks that we all have to do. She cannot handle them. She cannot, because I don't know how anything gets done. I mean, nothing does get done, and then you have Pete's himself, who's not going to clean, not going to do anything. So it's like, it's you know, it's a shit show there.
It's just
yeah. Monty, is the carpet thing legit? Like, do all apartments really replace the carpet after 2 years?
No, they do not. And you
Only if
can
they're
even
damaged.
verify this. Like think of how much money it would cost for a property management company every time somebody moves every 2 years to change out all the carpet out of a townhouse. Do you know how much money that is?
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
they
I just
don't.
thought that was
I've
the most
lived in.
insane.
it is. Oh, they steam clean it. So if you've
Yes,
been there a
they
couple
don't.
of years,
I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
They
No,
don't.
they're
They don't
gonna
change.
have to rip hers up though,
oh yeah,
and they're
for
gonna
her.
charge them. That's why they're putting the new house in the mom's name instead of Pete's.
Oh God. Yeah, but no, they don't. They don't change the. I mean, I had to when I moved in. I'm sure a lot of you guys too, or something. If the carpet is, you know, some people are very clean and everything, and they don't really, you know, the why like you guys said, if you would just clean the carpet, steam clean it. But if it's a good carpet, why the need to take it out? But in her case, everything, even the subfloor has to be taken out because who knows
And the
with the cats.
linoleum,
Mm-hmm.
the whole kitchen has to be redone. All the carpets have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
redone. I say it's going to be minimum 5,000 that she's going to owe minimum.
And you know what I just realized, like with the cats, like I'm being, you know, because the cats, they probably the subfloor, all that stuff that, you know, the cat's peeing because there's no clean litter box. Sometimes it has to, because we've had to move carpets out, or when we've, you know, because I, you know, do flooring, and you have to like air that. Oh my God, it's just the smell sometimes from if there are pets there. You know, sometimes the subfloor, whatever it depending on what it's made of, you have to take part of it out, because, you know, the cats, God knows where they've had to, and you know how cat urine is really strong.
Oh, it's really strong. Hi, everyone, by the way. Yeah, it's really bad.
Hi.
Yeah.
If,
So
if it gets,
yeah, go ahead, Yuri. Sorry.
no, that's all I have to say. It's just really bad if it gets on anything.
Yeah, she doesn't. I don't think she smells it because she's so used to it, you know, like, so her and Pete's, like, it's not really, but there are companies that bring ozone machines because I'm not kidding you. There are, and maybe you already know this, like the walls, even some of the odor sometimes seeps into the walls. So they've had to bring, companies that actually, like, ozone machine, they're called, that actually like clean that out, because it's really like the smell is really, you know, actually seeps in. I don't know too much about it. I just know they have to do that because it's, and in her case, God help the cleaning crew.
Well, I mean, she doesn't vacuum and she doesn't dust, and we know what dust is made out of. So the smell in that house and just it's a biohazard. Like, I'm not being funny, but with the cat wee and the lack of sanitation, I wouldn't be able to sit down or touch anything in there. I'm not a germ phobe either. I'm like whatever, but I couldn't drink out of a glass or anything, just knowing what's in that house. What?
It's just natural, doe-eyed. When you go into a house and it has a certain odor, I'm sure we've all walked into a few here and there where we're like, I love you, but I cannot stand your house.
Yeah.
Because holy cannoli.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been in a few houses like that. I used to do social services work. I got a diploma in social services, and I used to have to go to homes where I'd interact with young mums and young families and families that were on mentally challenged. Like they were, people would say slow, but I don't like that word, you know, mentally disabled. And they
Right.
had kids and stuff, and they wouldn't have the basics of like life skills like cleaning and tidying and groceries and throwing things out of their fridge. And I'd come in and the fridge would be in the front yard because I got aggravated with it and they threw it out. Or I had one young mum who is a drug addict who was deciding that one day she was going to polish her floors, but she had no food in the kitchen, and her child's bed was full of wee, and it was just like,
Oh no.
it was just
That's so sad.
the things that she was focusing on getting the floors done, but the other things were not like taken care of. So I stopped doing social work because I couldn't hold my tongue to my supervisors. I was like, this is bullshit. Somebody needs to take that child away because that's not okay. Like, that's
Oh
not okay for
man.
that child to be sleeping in a pee riddled sheet or mum sanding floors because she wants nice floors. Like it was just nutty to
That's so
me. And
sad.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
it's
how you did
just
that. Tough job.
yeah. So I
I
left
wouldn't be
that and
able
went to
to.
retail. I couldn't do it anymore. But it's like people live like this, and it's just like they shouldn't have to. But Foodie doesn't have the reason other than just being really lazy and maybe blind to it after living in it so long. Like she doesn't see the mess anymore. But she doesn't
Yeah,
see it
she's
anymore.
nose blind to it. It's just become kind of like isn't that how a hoarder situation develops little by little? They just adapt to the climate they created inside of their home, and then next thing you know, it's exploding outside of the house. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's bad. It's like, look, all you got to do, Foodie, is if you can't do all of it in one day, every time the trash gets taken out, take 1 or 2 boxes with you. Within a week, all the boxes will be out of your house.
Yeah, but she doesn't think logically. Like everything to
No.
her is hard. Like normal people would be like, okay, we're gonna move in a month. Let's tackle, one room at a time, right? Or okay, because we use the kitchen the most, let's do it. Just things that like normal people would do. Everything to her is overwhelming. Everything. I mean, even like switching phone carriers, or like you said, the electricity, and changing the address, like somebody said, it's so true. It's just a phone call. It's so easy. She cannot, for the love of God, when is the last time her oil was changed on her car? That's what I want to know.
Oh gosh, I don't even think I think you're
That
asking for
car
too much, Farida,
deserves, yeah.
because that would require scheduling and driving and having to tell
So
them I need an oil
hard.
change.
It's so hard.
The oil change was many months ago, but she did get an oil top up about a week ago because she was hitting her brakes and the oil light would come on. That usually is a telltale sign that your oil level is low.
Yeah.
And if her oil level is low, and knowing how cheap she is, because she spends money on things that don't matter, like high dose edibles, as if your body can actually absorb all of it. But things that do matter, like your car, she won't. She'll try be as cheap as possible. So I'm pretty much thinking she's getting conventional oil. Plus, a low oil level kind of tells me is conventional, because conventional burns off more than a synthetic blend or full synthetic. It just doesn't do that
Oh,
with
you don't think she gets
synthetics.
full synthetic if they're trying to sell
No,
her?
I think she
God.
just gets conventional. So there's so much to it. She might need new shock. She might need shock struts, all types of things, brake pads.
Her
That
oh
she's so
yeah.
cheap that she'll just get conventional oil, the stuff that from decades ago.
I swear she is the luckiest. Lucky, because
She is.
when you take care of your car, it lasts. It depends on a lot of factors, that the type of car it is, all that stuff. When you take care of your car, obviously, it lasts you a good, for a long time, and especially with all the mileage on the cars. But in her case, I think, okay, like the tires, the tread on the tire. I don't know. Didn't she? There was that one where she was went to that one place. I forgot what it's called in Canada. The tire place, right? She change her tires like a few months ago?
Mr. Lube. It was a
Yeah. Is
Mr.
that where she
Lube.
changed her tires already?
She changed the 2 ones. She changed 2 because
And
the
she
other
she
ones.
needs to rotate them, because
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say that, yeah.
Well, I think
just
you
And
told
also,
her
she
that.
needs to have her axles checked. I'm not lying. I'm telling you right now. Axles, if you don't take care of
Yes. You're right.
you're constantly hitting curbs, you're constantly running things in a fast speed. Your axle will split after
No,
a
you're
certain amount
absolutely
of
right.
time. And let's be honest, this isn't weight shaming, okay? This is the reality of the situation. You're obese. The side that you drive in is carrying more weight than it should. It could. I had an axle split on me before. It's the scariest thing that could happen, especially while you're driving. You need to have it checked. They're not going to check it unless you say, hey, can you check to make sure that everything in that area, because you got to pay for it. They're not going to do it for free.
I have a question for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna try a McDonald's chicken fillet burger, chicken. What is it called? A fillet of fish with Big Mac sauce on it. Who wants to try?
I don't even like the filet of fish.
I know it's the worst burger, right?
Yeah.
The least nicest of all the burgers in the world ever. But let's put some Big Mac sauce on it. Whack it on there. It'll be great.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, can I make my own? Okay, no, thanks.
How can we make a fillet of fish worse?
Uh,
Put sauce on it. No.
yeah.
I thought that was the craziest combo, but she was banging for it. Absolutely banging.
They're gonna sponsor her now. You watch McDonald's.
McDonald's? Hell no. They've got a squeaky image to portray.
Yeah,
She
they'll
is
look
not
at
the
all of
one.
her. That's the
You know
thing.
how hard it is to get a McDonald's sponsorship in this world?
Right.
Oh
Well,
my God.
no. Can we talk about that? Can we actually talk about the fact that she's been on a platform for how many years? And she has not had decent sponsorship offers. You want to know why, Foodie? Because of your actions, the words that come out of your mouth.
Did she get that coldest? I don't know if it was her or ALR,
Coldest water bottle, yeah.
bottle, because I see it on everybody.
Then the flowers, then
Yeah,
the ring.
Yeah, did she? I mean, was that because of sponsorship, or I don't know?
She used to get sponsors. Remember, she did the whole sponsor thing with the ring. She never did it before, and she was showing off the ring, but it was such a lackadaisical
Yeah.
sponsorship that it was really bad. She was showing the ring because she was low energy. It was like,
What's
what
the
are you
ring?
You
doing?
got to make a production out of your
It was
sponsorship
from a year ago.
promotion.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be like, look at this ring from here, bye. No, you actually have to sit there, edit, make an entire dedicated segment to the sponsorship. You know, that's how you get sponsors and retain sponsors.
She wouldn't. She can't even go downstairs to get her a DoorDash order. She's gonna, like, it has to be Pete's. That's the only reason. You know why? That's the number one reason she's taking him, so he can go grab her stuff from the kitchen.
But guys, she has the ultimate sponsorship. She is favored by the gods. It is evident because she gets out of everything. She's got the luck of the Irish. I mean, hell, Kiwi Farms is gone. The 6,500 page soliloquy ode to our Chantal Marie is gone. Tell me she's not God's favorite. Tell me.
She has 9 lives, like she's her cat, like her cat.
She has we need to rub her bald head for some luck. She's like a Buddha. She is a Canadian Buddha because I cannot explain why she just skates through life like she does. She has to be favored by the gods.
I think she's kind of living her consequence. I look at her, it's a sad life, no family, no friends, living in that mess and that just, gross and eating she just eats so much. She can't feel good, so she's going to act like she is, but I think.
Yeah. The other night she went to the restroom. So I didn't mean to, you just reminded me of something. She was, she barely walked. I think she just went to the restroom or something really. Barely any steps, and she was breathing so heavily when she came back and sit. I don't know if you guys ever noticed when she sits down after she goes to get something. That's scary. That's really scary.
I think
That's
she's
why she
getting
avoids it.
she's getting edema on her lungs. Like she's gaining so much weight so fast. It's not healthy.
Yeah, her health. I mean, the enlarged heart, and then the clots, the blood. That's very dangerous. The blood clots that you guys mentioned. You guys said she had that. I remember somebody was mentioning that she was talking about those, the blood clots also. And then is it, maybe I'm wrong, something about an aneurysm, a brain? Is that what I heard? Something about brain aneurysm or something like that. Is that true?
I don't know because I try not to pay attention when she says those things because it honestly scares me. It's like, how can you have those diagnoses and just be there like, totally cool. We're good with that.
She can't have, because you can't fly with an aneurysm, I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah, I don't think she's had an aneurysm. She had a pulmonary embolism.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was mixing.
Which
Okay.
could lead to an aneurysm. That could
Mm.
lead.
Yeah, it
to lead-
can.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be taking blood thinners, but she doesn't because I don't know. She doesn't take anything she's supposed to. She doesn't do anything she's supposed to.
She doesn't you know how when she was on live stream and the Jen thing, you know, they were talking about it when it happened, and she said, oh, you know, right after what she said that it's like not even serious. Oh, I need to take care of myself or something like that. She was just, but it's just all like, it's not real. Like it's not really hitting her hard that she needs to wake up, pay attention, be careful. You know, wasn't she supposed to start a diet today or whatever? She's
yesterday,
not,
and she ate McDonald's. Yeah. No, she, when she heard about Jen, she said, well, how old is she? So she thinks because Jen's a few years older than her, that gives her time. She doesn't realize that time goes fast, and she's gonna look, poor Jen, she put herself in a situation where it's very hard to get out of, and Chantal is going in that direction. Losing weight is hard for anybody, but when you're that big, it is really, really, really hard. You dig yourself into a hole that you can't get out of, and I think that's what happened with Jen, and that's what we're seeing happening to Chantal, and it's sad.
The statistics on like older people breaking, like, if you break your leg or you have something to do with your hips and you end up in the hospital as an older person, you're statistically at a disadvantage because they say you most likely will not make it out of the hospital. The same thing with being bedbound. Statistically, once you go bedbound and you have a lot of weight on, they say you are done for. And unfortunately, I hate to say, but yeah, when I heard about Jen being, bedbound, I was like, OMG, this might actually be it.
Yeah, a UTI can take you out. A UTI.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's the truth. And she can, it's not fat shaming, it is reality. I've heard many people say it. You don't see people Chantal's size usually in their 50s. Usually they will die, that's why you have to make the change. And the sooner the better, because you're just digging yourself into a bigger mess.
And her VIBs that actually say that we're fat shaming, take a look at yourself. I know you like her. Okay, that's your thing, your choice, right? But if you really liked her, you wouldn't sit there and applaud when she's shoving food up her mouth, knowing that this could potentially lead to the end of her existence.
They literally tell her to binge. Like, they say, you should binge.
They do, yeah. They tell you should get McDonald's, get McDonald's. That's what they say all the time. It's sad.
And then, yeah, the Wayne Gretzky bees in, they would love her getting alcohol in her system and her acting a fool. Did she ever drink? Wasn't it 2 nights ago? Did she ever take a sip of that alcohol? I don't think so, right? I think she decided not to.
I think she might have had a sip or two, and she said it wasn't good. She's like, I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she said it was too sour. And I said, no, hun, that's you.
Too sour. I like that.
Yeah.
Dwight.
See, then,
Well,
that's why it's sad, like, just talking about her. Oh, go ahead. Somebody was...
No, Florida. That was your Florida. That's so fine. You go, hun.
I was just going to say, that's why I keep saying, she thinks they're her friends, right? Her beezers, but most of them are there just for the entertainment of it. It's obviously because, like, you're all saying, they just tell her, when she's like, something happens, they're always like, oh, why don't you go have, I've seen it, like, why don't you go to McDonald's? Why don't you go to McDonald's? Why don't you do? And a few of them are, very few. There are obviously that care. But most of them, it's just fun. It's just got fun and games because it's not their life.
See, they say we're the mean, nasty ones because we say it to her face. Well, as close to her face as we can get out loud and in public. It's the ones that sit back there and encourage her to do all those really unhealthy, dangerous, ridiculous things on purpose to make her look foolish are really the ones doing her the greatest damage. It is not us, it is them. So she needs to be looking at them, but she's so blinded by her own ego. She thinks that they're all like, down for the bees, let's just bees, let's have a good time beesing. She doesn't see that they are literally assisting her destruction. They're her friends. And they're just hanging out.
Heck of a
that's
group
the
of
saddest
friends you
part.
have.
Yeah, she really does. She thinks they're her fans. She thinks they're like, I just don't understand how she could really believe that. It's really sad.
Does anybody else call any subscribers fans?
Ew, no.
I know.
No.
I know. Like, is that not the weirdest
What
thing?
the
Is that
heck?
not weird? They're
Yet
your
it,
fans,
to me
Erie.
it is.
I think it's very strange.
Like my fans. Oh my God, no. Those are my people. Those are the people I talk to that I come in here and
Yeah.
talk to, and we just, they listen to me ramble, and we share opinions and thoughts, and we have a laugh.
I think she looks at herself like a Hollywood actress. She's a celeb. So they're her fans, you know?
Oh my God.
That's what
Roll
I
out
think.
the red carpet.
Mm-hmm. She's yeah. That I just think that's how she sees herself in her self-image, is that she's this like glittery, beautiful goddess type, and they're her adoring plebs below her. Like, our queen. Look at how gorgeous she is. She's so wonderful. Everything she does is perfect and great. And yay,
Ooh, yay, yeah.
yay.
I mean, you can have like, you can like someone, right, online and be like, oh, they're so, but like, listen, y'all, none of us are any different than you. Understand that none of us are any different than you. Please don't ever worship me. I love you, but don't worship me.
Too late, Erie. Too late.
I am just as imperfect as the next one, if not more.
I worship the eyebrows, Erie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We bow at the altar of the eyebrows.
Yeah. I want
Not
golden
the eyebrows.
I'm going to get an eyebrow tattoo on my eyebrows.
Foodie doesn't have subscribers. She has enablers.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what she wants. She wants a page with nothing but enablers. And it's my opinion that her page is not about getting regular subscribers. It's about catering to many different fetish groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to cater to those different fetish groups. BBW, you know this. She caters.
Oh yeah. Last night, the fact that she was still in that dress, still in the bra, all tits up to her chin, and the ice cream dripping down her face into her boobs. That all last night's performance was a straight up performance for somebody. That was, yeah, classic feeder content. So I really do feel last night was paid by someone. She has her binges that are for her, and like that was for somebody or for people.
She caters to the feeders. She caters to the immobilizers. She might be catering to people that have the fetish for being sloppy, being messy, but her page is all about catering to different people. And for those people that are VIBs, you started off as people watching her videos. You started off as paying a membership, and you became enablers. Because I don't care if you're seeing somebody and you like them, you like their personality. If they're an addict, once you give an addict money, you become an enabler. You're enabling their addiction. You're paying for it. That's what makes you an enabler. Don't care if you like them. You can like them, but you're still an enabler. And you're still promoting their addiction. And that should bother you. If you're a normal person, that should bother you, that you're enabling an addict, you're paying for the addiction, you're keeping it going. And it bothers me to see people getting her chat. They know that she's got a problem with food. They know that she's got a problem with drugs. And they sit there, and I watch them night after night sit there and tell her, go ahead, take another drink, knowing she's got diabetes. Go ahead, eat the food, knowing that she's super morbidly obese and she's got health problems. But yet they keep doing it. And honestly, I don't want to see anything happen to me on live stream. I think that would be horrible, but that's entertainment for them. Just that morbid entertainment of, let's take this person who has addictions for several things and not only promote them by pushing this person to do things. And I'm not saying Foodie's not an adult and she can't make her own decisions. She can stop, but they sit there and they push her and like, go ahead, do this, do this, do this. And she's a people pleaser. You know, she wants to do things to show off and to make her audience happy. But she's sitting there, she's on her channel, participating publicly in her addictions, and people are funding it.
Well, that's why the reaction channels are so bad, because people don't want to participate. They need to filter her, and they don't want to actively support her with views or memberships. And there's no other place to talk about her without supporting her. So this is why reaction channels happen.
Congrats to you, Perry Plug. That's awesome. On a successful surgery. So what else is there? What happened? I guess I don't know. We talked about Foodie, Nader, JM, the crossover Yo Mama into the Madden community. We haven't seen Roman El Roman, but we're gonna see him probably in 2 days when it's the weekend. If you didn't watch his video from Saturday night, I mean, he was just out of it. He loves to come on. He loves to drink. But, you know, we'll see him in another 2 to 3 days.
Does he still have his little girlfriend?
You mean his original girlfriend that he was living with?
No, wasn't he talking to some girl on the phone a little while ago? Apparently it was his girlfriend.
I have no idea. I don't keep up with him. I just see his shenanigans every once in a while, the poker playing and whatnot. Which he isn't good at, by the way.
Yeah, no, you're not good at poker. I'm going to tell you that right now. Been playing poker with my husband for 12 years now, I think.
I didn't even know about this. So he was on the phone with a lady, and what happened? He was talking to her, and what happened? It was his girlfriend. Did he say it was his girlfriend?
Well, I saw the phone call, and someone said, "Oh, that might be his sister," and I'm like, "God, I hope that's not his sister." The way he was talking to her and the looks on his face, I was like, "Please don't let it be." But he was inferring that it was his girlfriend, apparently, and there was some chatter around that. And I haven't heard anything about that since. And I thought, well, with his addictions and his behavior and having Jessica Messica and his little dance party with his little crackheads, I don't know too many girlfriends would be happy about that. And I thought maybe he's gone off the rails because she dumped him. Just a theory.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, we haven't heard about or from that person since. So maybe something did happen. I don't know, but you know, Roman's just another player that has an alliance, a loose alliance with S-Jam and Jessica Messica.
Oh Lord,
if you guys didn't know.
Mess. It's a mess, y'all. Stop dating on YouTube. We are not the dating pool you want to choose from. Get out there in the real world. I thought dating like from the club was bad, but this is probably the worst idea. Then, you know what I mean? Like there used to be that saying, "Never marry someone you meet at the club."
Yeah. Gosh.
This is the worst idea.
Did Foodie apologize about the comments she made to fake S-Jam, to actual S-Jam?
She did. She apologized.
Yeah.
But why would you be Foodie Beauty on the internet for years, knowing there's trolls all the time, but yet just automatically assume that that's the real S-Jam? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
And it's mean. I mean, look, she was on when that all happened. She was defending him, saying, "You don't know," and then she blurted out, and that's her excuse. Well, I was just upset That's not okay because it's all the time. That's not okay. But you know what? They let her do it. So ask Jan,
Well,
let's do it.
oh my God. Anyone who met their husband at the club, obviously, I'm not taking a job at you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But it used to be a saying, never marry someone you hook up with at the club, right?
Yeah,
So,
there's lots of sayings in life like
yeah.
that. Just, you know,
I
as a
think
caution.
many a beautiful families were started that way. I think, Youre, many.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Not
much.
mine, but many.
All right, so I guess there isn't really anything else to talk about.
No.
No, so I guess we might call it. I've put
Yeah.
people's links to their channels. Let's get Dwight Cookie to 1K. I believe you're sitting just under 900, Dwight Cookie. So
Thanks.
so if
If
you
you
want to
want to, you
subscribe
don't have to. It'll get
to
there in its time. We don't
You'll
have to
get there.
push.
You'll get
You will
there.
get
It'll
there.
just happen naturally. But thank you, Monty, for the
Wait,
support.
so
I
I missed
appreciate it.
Green Peen Gate. I missed the whole talk on that. Darn it.
yeah. But go
Oh.
ahead. Did you have any thoughts on it?
It was teeny weeny. That's all.
Yeah, we
It
said.
was teeny weeny, and it was not something that should be on YouTube. And YouTube needs to wake up and do something about this person. Because he literally bragged about how he can get away with it. YouTube's not going to do anything.
Wait a
Is
second.
your
He got a
Uh,
itsy bitsy teeny weeny
little
little
green
green
peeny
lasheen peeny.
Yes. And it also the look, I hate to say, look, I had to slow down the footage, right? I had to slow down, zoom in so I could put it on Twitter so that everyone can at you the appropriate people. So I had the unfortunate experience of staring at it too much. It is a hook, and it is a breakfast sausage surrounded by a carpet of red. I don't know why the carpet does not match the drapes. It was a shock.
Wait a second. So you saw it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So describe it again. Why is it red?
The hair surrounding the breakfast sausage is red.
He has
No.
red hair down there.
It's like
Is he a
reddish
ginger?
brown. It's reddish
Is it?
brown.
Going to be
Yeah.
thrilled.
And what's the
Yeah,
color?
that's a thing.
What's the color of his genitalia?
Why are you asking
Okay,
me?
wait. So he has a green peen. He has a green peen, and he has a red carpet. So he's Christmas.
I was
No,
just
he's
gonna say that.
Ireland. He's
I was just
Ireland
gonna
is
say
what
that.
he is. He's green, white, and orange. That's Ireland.
Kidding. It looked like when you know when you throw like the sausage links and they start to curl.
Because they split open.
Mm,
Ew. But
That's
eerie.
what it
My
looks like.
ears.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
does
thought-
it look like his sausage burst? You know when you put the sausage in the fryer and then it kind of like gets, a little bit hot?
Monty,
Does it
you
look
have
like
too
that?
many questions.
I didn't stare at
Hey,
it
listen.
that long. I stared at it long enough to get the footage compiled and then out there.
Foodie
I
Beauty says
still-
that it has like a stretch marks on it. So is that actually true?
I have to be honest.
I couldn't see that because the footage, like when you slow it down, it kind of blurs a little, so I couldn't see. I can't confirm that for y'all. It's in my Twitter. If anyone's on my Twitter, feel free to blind yourself because I have to bleach my eyes.
I'm good. I've seen enough road crashes in my life. I don't need to see his ween. But
Oh,
I was under the impression from Foodie's description, I was imagining like a baby's arm of a willy. I was not expecting a little Cheerio.
It's not a baguette like he tried to say it is. It's the breakfast sausage. And I'm taking that from Rocky Go-Abouts because she said it perfectly. It is not a baguette like he said. It is a breakfast sausage, and she couldn't be more accurate.
Is your video still up, Eerie? Because I tried to watch it and I couldn't watch it.
Oh, I don't know. Let me go check because I have received threats to have my channel mass reported. So let the games
I
begin.
wanted to watch it and it says cannot tap to retry thing or blah blah blah, and everything else was playing but that one, and I was like, no, I want to see.
Oh wait, is that when it first came out?
No, this was about it had been up for about 28 minutes.
Oh, okay. Let me go check. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it might have been on my end, but everything else was working. But I never know. Just asking because I want to watch it if it's working fine. I'll see if I can figure it out.
So it looks like that Repsion is going to do 2 separate videos, one on Foodie and one on Nader. Is that correct?
Oh
Does
yeah, I
anyone
think
know?
he said that. I think he did say, yeah,
He said that
I
he was making 2, but the
Yeah.
first one will have Foodie Beauty, but not as much, coming
Mm.
out in a couple days this weekend. And then he says he's gonna make at least 2, so this could be a series.
I've never watched any of his videos, and I went and watched some the other day, and holy crap, she poked the wrong bear. Poked it with a real big stick, and she shouldn't have. She should have just shut a trap and left it alone. He is really quite concise and very good at telling a story. So she's
Oh,
fucked.
by the way, yeah, it's visible. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, it must be on my end then. I'll see if I can figure it out. I might have to just turn something on and off again. You know?
Yeah, I
test
remember him
everything.
from the Onision stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
No,
him
she's
since
in
then, though.
trouble.
Yeah, for sure, for
No,
sure.
she's in trouble.
Well, we shall see what happens. I mean, it's still up in the air. Anything can happen from this on the internet, so I'll just sit back and react is all what I always say. But thank you so much, everybody that was here. We had
Alrighty.
Natural
Thank
Ginger was
you.
here. Thank you, Natural Ginger, Dwight Cookie, BBW Veronica, Rose Thorny, Airy Pepperoni Farida, and Perfect Imperfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate each and every one of you coming on.
You.
And have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.